All right, you saw the title. We're talking about the big S-E-X.
Yeah.
All right, sex. What if sex isn't good? Or as Marni, Battista, and Christian Anderson like to call it, what if his dig-dang ain't...
Making it... What did you say?
Ding-dang.
What if his ding-dang
ain't tricking the vajayjay?
Yeah. So...
You can reference the other ding dang in the wing wang episode if you'd like to know when you should have sex. So let's say you're in a relationship.
Very professional.
Yes, exactly. So if the ding dang is not making your vajayjay sing, what do you do?
Well, from my own personal experience, I should be asking you, right? But yeah, this is a really good question because a lot of women will say, he's a great guy. We do click well. We have good chemistry. I finally met a real decent dude. But he's really bad in the bedroom. And you can't discount this. This is a big piece. And I've heard women and men both who will try to just say, I'll cover that up. I had my time back then.
Right.
I had some good sex time. Now I found a good person and we're just going to have fun holding hands and having bland sex. Right? Got to talk about this. Right. So let's say you're 3 months in and it hasn't gotten... Well, let's first talk about... So first, you have to give it a little time.
You have to give it a little time because...
Men can sometimes get stage fright for quite some time. And sometimes our utility is not working confidently and well enough, and we're not confidently trusting. Once we trust and get in this good relationship, then we can start to just turn into animals. But before then, it could be a little dull.
Because I would imagine, I'm not a guy, so there might be a little pressure. Yeah. Right? To be the best lover, to not make it too quick, to make sure she's satisfied. Like that's a lot of pressure when you're first having intimacy with someone. So I can imagine. So what's it like for that guy who's not confident, right?
No clue. No, we can get very mental.
Yeah.
And even the most confident dudes, that discussions I've had, you just get in these moments, especially if you really care for her, you get very conscientious about your stuff. Yes. You're conscientious about your performance. You really want to do good things. You don't know if you should be aggressive. You don't know if you should be docile. And then you're in here. And when you're in here, you're not doing well down there. And then maybe your stamina is horrible. But check this out. We get better as it goes. We get better and better. Next thing you know, I'll be really straight up. You're having 2 orgasms before he even has 1. But that first couple times out the gate, he's like 30 seconds. You're like, you've got to be kidding me. It gets better. Okay?
I feel like that as a woman in her 40s, we are like, instruments. And I think it takes time for a guy to learn how to play.
Very well spoken.
Right? Like we have certain things, and we're all different, right? We're different than men. So like what Judy liked for 10 years, Beth might not like at all.
Right.
So the guy has to get to know your parts and what sort of works. And the other thing, and you can tell me if I'm totally cray-cray, a lot of guys, from what I understand, they're with this woman that is the one, and they want to respect her, and they don't want to think, they don't want to... Yes. Like, I don't want to offer to tie her up because she's like a really nice girl, right?
She just went right for it.
I did.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you got the tie and you're like, I really would that's really a turn on for me. But will she think I'm a freaky Christian Grey, Shades of Grey thing?
Right.
Or talking dirty or whatever. Right. And women are sitting there going, I wish he would pull my hair, or I wish he would just, and so you got to talk. I know it's really hot in here.
Yeah. Yes. Woo! And I think if you hopefully, because you've been doing the dating with dignity thing, that you got a dude who's definitely looking for a substantial relationship. Yes. We as men sometimes too can, and I'm not saying this is right, we do this categorizing of Madonna and whore. Right. So the women who we are not whores, but just girls that we were having more casual fun, we can be more adventurous sexually. Right. And the woman are like, this could be the mother of my children. We think we should just adore and just do missionary sex and sweet love and this and it's the switch over. So sometimes that, which will dovetail into what we need to talk about here,
which is
the conversation. And when he gets the permission from you to be like, I kind of like it, blah blah blah, he's like, what? My awesome woman who could be the mother of my children also likes to get down and get up on the door and
you're surprising them, because if you've been sort of doing the dating with dignity thing, you've been doing that thing, then you're really talking about your values and having, right? And you really respect. This thing just tanked.
No, we need to talk because this is the important part here. Because sometimes it isn't his utilities. Sometimes he's just bad at having sex. So now this is important.
Okay, so you have to. So as the woman, it's your responsibility to have the conversation, right? So we were discussing where would you do that? Not in bed. Not before, not after. Yeah. But maybe while you're cuddling on the couch. Maybe while you're doing the walk and talk. Men really talk when you're walking.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
The walk and talk.
Because we get distracted by the things. Well, in a good way. We can look up here. We don't have to be like right here.
Right.
It's good.
It's really good. So you want to do the acknowledging and validating first, right? Like, you're so romantic. I feel so special with you. You make me so happy. I feel really cherished. I love connecting with you in bed. I want to make it even better. And you start off asking, like, what do you like that I do? Mm-hmm. Right? What makes you happy? And then you say, so what else do you like? Is there something that I could do more? Do you want to explore? And then we're hoping that he asks you.
Yeah. And what do you want? What's good for you, right? That's the hope right now. But what if that doesn't happen?
That doesn't happen.
So now, because you got to get to the end of this. This is an important part of your relationship. I know you found that great guy who treats you well and you finally met a good dude. But this is like potentially 20% of your relationship, right?
Totally. Absolutely. You want it to keep it spicy, right?
Right.
So then you're going to say to him, you're going to acknowledge and validate, and you're going to say, I really like some, certain kind of things. Like, are you open to having a conversation about it? I'd like to go further and explore with you sexually. Are you open to that conversation?
All right, so let's role play it.
Okay. Awkward.
We just really want to make this the most awkward one ever. We just keep it tame.
Okay.
I'm into some things. Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? Bad idea.
No, it's really good. No. So then you would want to say, I really like it when you talk dirty. I kind of am turned on by that. Or, I kind of like porn, like not like weird porn or like violent porn, but I like this. So what do you think we could do to spice our relationship up, our sex relationship?
Porn's kind of weird.
Okay.
I don't know about that one, but I could do the trying to talk dirty thing.
Okay.
I can. Yeah, I didn't know.
We should totally go to one of those like crazy sex toy stores together. Like, have a glass of wine and like make that be a fun date. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't see this coming, but sure.
Okay, let's do it. High five. No, you would never high five. Do not high five.
No.
Never high five. It's very masculine.
But now listen, what could happen though is that you might not get the response you want.
Right.
And this is where we're going to have to start to figure out, all right, I mean, you fight the good fight and you keep on fighting the good fight, but it might turn into an awkward conversation. Maybe says, I don't like porn and I kind of like our sex. I think it's great. And then at that point,
Well, so here's the thing. There is no perfect conversation. So just, seriously,
yeah.
Right? So you allow yourself to be in the moment and try not to react and try not to take it personally. We call it detached involvement, where you're kind of like the participant, but you're observing. Mm-hmm. And then you might want to just say, okay, wow, this was a great, conversation. And then you reinforce what's great about him. Let's figure it out and come back and revisit this
revisit it, because this might not all be solved in one conversation.
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
Listen, we take this stuff very seriously, the men do. This is a sign of our masculinity. Yeah. And if this comes up and it's done in a delicate, casual, fun way, you're on this walk, let's talk about this. He might not seem like he got what you were saying, but give it a little bit of time, because it's going to sink in and he's like, okay, my girl wants to try some new stuff. Maybe I'm not open to that, but what can I do? Because I want to make her feel good.
Right.
And as a man, we get so much pride in wanting to drive you up the freaking wall, nuts in bed.
Yep.
So the first conversation might not seem like you did something. You planted seeds. Allow that to grow. Revisit it again. If the next 10 times sessions are still kind of bland, maybe you got to bring it up again. So let us know. Post some comments. Jump on Twitter.
Make the vajayjay sing.
Make it. Yeah, you want him to make your vajayjay sing.
Right,
so
exactly.
That just happened.
You can tweet me at Marni Battista.
Or me at Let's Talk Dating. And we love to hear what you think about your sex life.
Exactly. Let's get into it. Okay, we'll see you soon. Come back soon.